the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like I know this is our, 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game, but anyway, injuries start to take a toll.
No, but we've done 87 two games. Doesn't mean the teams.
We've done a lot of games in our role here in the
right.
We
get 2 games a night, remember?
on the set.
Yeah, anyway, I was saying the injuries, they start to take a toll, not just the big ones, the little ones. Type of injuries I hate are the freak injuries. One time, Ernie, I was walking with my shoes off, stubbed my toe.
That's called barefoot.
That's a freak injury. Stubbed my toe, was out for 6 weeks. So you got to get rest, eat well.
Well, if you kick a brick wall, that's not a...
And man up.
Yeah, maybe you should. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Barefoot.
The Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. This road trip for the Celtics kicking things off here in this one. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. 2 elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
Yeah, and I think they feel confident about this matchup. They had the advantage first time round, and we'll see what adjustments come from the other side.
You know, Greg, talking about adjustments to me are really the hallmark of a well-coached team and one of the true pleasures to watch for those of us who've been around the game as long as we have.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Stone in at the small forward position. And that one's good. Freak.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
So it's the Celtics now. It's a 3-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
To the inside, and he jams it with authority.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Down low, here's Bradley. Rebound, Love. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Freak. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Freak's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Pass to Sullinger. Here's Stone. 17 points for him last game against Detroit.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Clock at 4. Here's Bradley. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Freak. The kick out to Irving. Here's Freak. The three-pointer, no good.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Thomas goes in. Stone. Great D that time from LeBron.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Well, wide open look for Love. No good on the 3. For Boston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Celtics passing it around. Thomas against Irving. Second chance shot. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Oh, my gosh, I just got that.
Second free throw, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Freak. It's deflected, and that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Kicks it to Irving. 6 to shoot. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here's Thomas. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
Freak with it, guarded by Bradley. Launches a 3, and there's Love. That's good on the assist by Freak. Love's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Thomas. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the bucket. Good.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Here's James. Now Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
2 shots.
He's off on the first. For the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Smith comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Clarkson in for Kyrie Irving. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Rozier. Takes the 13-footer. That one goes. Count it.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. There's the pick. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Rozier, covered by Smith. And Olynyk kicks to Stone. Step back shot. And the rejection by LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Rose. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
James dishes to Freak. The Cavaliers again can't hit. It's stolen by Smith. Feeds it to Freak. 3-pointer. No good. And it's Boston the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Rose goes in. Here's Stone. They get the rebound. Here's Mickey. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Cavaliers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. James kicks to Freak. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there or put that one hand tomahawk slam?
Smith the pass to LeBron. Pass to Freak.
You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
And still a close. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really love for 13 years.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting. Manning Fries checked in for Tristan Thompson. James comes in for Kevin Love. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Shumpert. On the floor for Boston, Jared Sullinger is out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Rozier in at the 2. Now here's Freak, coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers, boy, was he tremendous. He had 20 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
Now, Freak. Richard Jefferson missing on the 3.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
There's 1:47 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Rozier. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Boy, what a significant turnaround here in the second quarter, after only making 40% from the field in the first.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Irving against Thomas. Passes to Rozier. The 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Richard Jefferson, and it's Clarkson